USDA logo. United States Department of Agriculture. Meet the expert, David Gaveke, PhD.
My name is David Gaveke. I'm a lead scientist at the Eastern Regional Research Center in Windmore, Pennsylvania.
What is the subject area of your research?
My subject area is in food safety and specifically in making pasteurized shell eggs better tasting and looking.
Describe your research.
Most eggs that we buy in the store are not pasteurized, and the reason for that is because it's a very lengthy process and it hurts the quality of the egg. So about 5 years ago, we started a project to see if we could pasteurize shell eggs without harming the quality. And it's not so easy to do because an egg has very sensitive, heat-sensitive egg white, and so the typical way that it's done now is heat goes in from the outside, like in hot water, and it can tend to hurt the white. So the process we have developed does not do that. It heats the egg from the inside out, and the inside is where the salmonella can harbor and cause illness.
Describe any specialized equipment in your laboratory.
Everybody thinks that shell eggs are safe, and in general they are, but there are a lot of causes of outbreaks due to salmonella. In fact, in the year 2018, there were 2 that resulted in almost 100 illnesses. And so the problem with salmonella is that it goes inside the egg in the very center in the yolk, and it's hard to get to with heat to pasteurize. So we developed a method that heats the egg from the inside out, and it uses radio frequency, and it doesn't hurt the egg white.
Describe something interesting about your research.
So we use radio frequency, which is an energy very similar to microwave energy that people have all the time in their homes. And just like a microwave, radio frequency heats the entire egg instantaneously. So it's a much faster method than using, say, hot water. And the equipment we developed here has been patented. We received 2 patents for that. And it uses radio frequency, and it applies it just to the yolk where the salmonella likes to grow. Also uses water on the outside that cools the egg white so that it doesn't get cooked. So it's a very interesting, complex process.
Describe important findings from your research.
About 5 years ago, no one thought that a process could be developed for making pasteurized shell eggs without harming the egg white. But we proved them wrong. And so the process we have now works great in the lab, but the next step is to commercialize that. And so I've spent the last couple years and planning to spend the next few years in scaling this process up. And in doing so, I'm helped with some collaborators, including some from Princeton University, and we also have an industrial partner who's actually kicking in money with a agreement we have with them. And they are very interested in having this commercialized so that eggs all over the world can be pasteurized.
Describe any additional outcomes of your research.
Currently, only about 3% of shell eggs in the United States are pasteurized. And the reason for that is because of the degradation of quality and the cost. So the process we have, we think, can bring the cost way down so that it'll be affordable for everybody to use.
What are the next steps for your research?
The next step is to scale up this process. Right now we can do about 9 eggs at one time, but we want to get that so that we can do many, many more, in fact hundreds if not thousands per hour. So we're working with industry. We have a partner that makes processing equipment, and we are the radio frequency experts, so the marriage of the 2 is perfect, and we are scaling it up. They're building a unit now that can run continuously. We can have eggs coming in one end and coming out the other, pasteurized, looking great. And so we hope to have that ready for a demonstration in approximately 12 months and hopefully for sale shortly thereafter.
USDA is an equal opportunity provider and employer. To file a complaint of discrimination, write to USDA, Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights, Office of the Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights, 1400 Independence Avenue, Southwest. Stop 9410. Washington, D.C. 20250, or call toll-free at 866-632-9992 for English, or 800-877-8339 for TDD, or 866-377-8642 for English Federal Relay, or 800-845-6136 for Spanish Federal Relay. Music by Dexter Britton. Available under Creative Commons license from www.dexterbritton.com.